So we're heading towards Bergen. It's about 300 kilometres away. We'll probably spend a couple of days getting there. There are some interesting roads and some very big tunnels along the way.
I have to say, I'm going to be very sad to be leaving this campsite. I think of all the campsites we've been in, it's got to be the best one. It has 2 glaciers within walking distance, it has an enormous waterfall, and it had wild blueberries, so yeah.
That's a stunner.
Sad to be going.
Another night in Norway, another fjord. We just camped up behind us next to the raspberries. And this water is not as cold as you might think. Might be able to talk somebody else into swimming.
I don't think so. So what's tonight's wee treat?
Well, by the side of the road here, we've got raspberries. Yesterday it was blueberries, and today we've got these lovely, lovely raspberries. And that's half. Oi.
I should test them out. Mmm. Oh, they're good.
Another fjord, another ferry.
Must be almost impossible to get around Norway without taking the ferries.
Not too bad though, it cost about 12 euros for this little trip.
And very pleasant trips they are too.
I've got the feeling we're not going up there.
No, follow the motorhomes. Alongside the fjords, you can drive up and down them on zigzaggy mountain passes, or you can drive through them. So there's lots and lots of tunnels here. I think the largest one we've been through so far has been about 7 kilometres, but we're coming up to one now that is 25 kilometres long. Apparently it is the longest road tunnel in the world, although that's according to Wikipedia, so that may or may not be right. Obviously there are much longer tunnels, the Channel Tunnel, rail tunnels and that sort of stuff, but should be exciting. So there's a strange blue light coming up here.
It's called a cabin, and you are allowed to stop and take a break.
Apparently it can be quite mesmerising driving 25 kilometres in a tunnel. Stop at a petrol station at the end of a fjord and managed to find a Viking market. So we've got a lot of people in Viking clothing selling a lot of, well, supposedly handmade products. It's a little bit like, I guess, the gypsy fairs we have back home.
or a steampunk get together.
Yeah, something like that. So we're having a bit of a city day today. We spent last night here in a car park by a train station at a place called Arna, which is just a few miles out of Bergen, and now we're going to take the train, which we think is just a 10-minute trip in to see the city.
And even when you're a big city in Norway, I see there's a fjord behind you.
Yeah, so even though we're parked by a train station, we're also parked by a fjord.
Yeah, no getting away from them.
No. So from what we've read, Bergen used to be the capital of Norway, and it was, they had a lot of German merchants here. They used to make money from cod, so from the fish, and we think that this behind us must be some sort of recognition of that, of the sailors, of the Norwegians, of the Germans, of the merchants.
Well, we've wandered down between some of these warehouses, which have all been converted to very trendy upmarket tourist restaurants. But look at these buildings, all wickety, all wonky. We like this.
All up in Norway, and it's the first country we've been to where we actually haven't had any cash, so we've been paying for everything by card, and Norway has its own currency, so we didn't bother changing any euros, but it's also meant it's the first time we haven't been able to give the buskers any money because we haven't got any to give them. We also found a really awesome fish and seafood market. It was selling things from live crabs to lobsters to whale meat. Not that we were going to try that. We did think about buying some food, but when it was €16 for one lot of fish and chips, we decided to skip lunch.